Okay, so the 8 diagram staff is a long set traditionally. We chose parts and we shortened the set. We chose parts to make it like a performance length set. So at the very end, after you learned all of it, it takes like 1.5 minutes if you do it kind of slow to completely perform the whole set. Right? So I just want to give you an idea of how long it is. The 108 full speed power is like 6 minutes long. So kind of give you an idea. This is like the length of poison hands and iron body. I'll take the stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Stay here. You're going to hold the staff on your shoulder. Now, the staff that I have is different than yours. It is tapered. That means that one end is fatter than the other, as you can tell. This is to simulate a spear. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So that end, of course, will be the spear end. But it also makes it easier to hold and balance because most of the weight is here. Right? So it doesn't feel like there's like something weighing me down. First step, 1. 2, 3, 4. Uppercut. 5. Step back for 6. Kick for 7, 8, and jump. Punch, elbow, and chop. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty simple, right?
Yes, sir.
Reset.
Yes, sir.
Come back a little bit more to the left. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
One more time with me. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I want you to give it a try. I want you to follow Miss Kelly 2 times first, though.
Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Keep together. Reset. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Keep together.
Okay, now I want you to try it on your own, see what you can remember. Pause here, stay feet together. So look straight ahead. You want to try to make your staff as flat as you can. There you go. And choke up on it. And then it's easier if you don't have your hand bent too close. If you have it bent too close, then it feels like there's a lot of weight behind you. But if you push the arm out a little bit straighter, it makes it a little bit easier. Yes. Hope not, better not. Not even with this one. Somebody hit the ceiling in here, that's definitely 50 push-ups. I don't even understand how you did that.
Only if it's a 7-foot staff.
Right. Say it again. Say it again. Close. Here's a jump. But you're not scooping, you're circling to block and strike. So this is a block. Strike. Right. Yeah. So after you take it out further your hand. It's just to move forward. Here. Yeah. Same jump, or similar jump, but you can land 1, 2 on this one. So the leg goes forward like the other one, and then you'll jump. They're all gonna be on the same motion. When you do your first punch, it's a bow stance, shift to a bow stance, and then horse stance, horse stance. Right. Circle, block, and circle. You gotta strike over the top. So if I block you to the right, I'm not gonna come back right. Block right, over top. Pop. Yep. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the move we're working on is the move y'all are about to work on, but there's something that I want to point out first. In this form, you will see a lot of stuff that looks like what I'm about to show you, which is this. You'll see a lot of what looks like this. Now this has no purpose. Outside of striking something you shouldn't be striking, right? Anything this short you probably shouldn't be hitting. Animals, kids, like, don't hit those. Okay, so when I circle and strike like this has no purpose. It looks cool in the staff wobbles, but essentially when you do these things, people use these to either fight a spear, to either fight a saber, or a man on a horse. Why? Because horses are pretty tall. And if the man is sitting on top of the horse, well, I can't have a 6-foot staff thinking I'm trying to knock him off his horse. So with that being said, my strike, my stance has to, and my strike has to be upward. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to go into the graphics on how they use the spear on the horse, but you got to point it up. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, you have to have a good solid stance. So when we do the jump and we circle, we're not striking down, we're striking out. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So you can still get the same wobble, just don't strike down. Instead of striking down, push out, like that way. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Let's give it a try. So first we're going to circle the staff, and then we're going to try to do the jump, and then we're going to add them together. So
Yes,
we're
sir.
here. Actually, I'll keep it the orientation of the form. Switch places with me, Aileen. Come stand over here. Just while you walk over here. And now we're going to face this way because that's the way the form is facing. So stand in your horse stance like this. Put the staff on your shoulder, put it behind your back. So you're going to chop and you'll be in your horse stance. Chop right. And 8, can you scoot back and Kelly, can you scoot up? Okay, cool. Right there. So from here, I'm going to take the staff from behind my head and put it in my right hand. So remember, I still have my hand pretty close to the bottom. Now the motion of the staff is a circle, so I'm going to go back like I'm blocking. So this is a block and a strike. Right? Let's try it again. So this is a block and then strike on top. So bring it in by your cheek, strike down like that. And the best thing you can do is put your palm on the back of it. Use your finger. So now you're going to block back of the what would be the saber. Bring it up, pop. Now from there, keep your staff. You're going to go. The jump as you do that block is like this. It's different than the other one. So both feet won't land. It'll do the 1, 2. Yeah. So up goes 1, 2. And you can travel this way too. So now jump closer to Miss Kelly. Oh, like stand like this and then jump toward her like you're skipping. Yeah, like that. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go back.
Sir.
So now we'll skip and strike at the same time. This kind of feels like a skip. So I just took it out here. I'm going to lift and block at the same time. Strike. Okay, so try it again. I'm going to lift the left foot and block at the same time. 1, 2. Strike. Yes, like that. Again. Reset.
Yes, sir.
Facing hand. Shift the weight so we can lift. As we circle. Okay, stay there. Go like this. Stay there. See how my hand is pushing out? Push it out. Closer to the bottom.
What?
Put your hand closer to the bottom. Make sure your palm is on it like you face palm somebody. Your palm should be facing. Because you want, yes, you want to feel your staff in your heel. Palm. Push like that. Does that make sense? You're good. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
So the reason we pop like that is because if I pop flat, if I'm doing this, you're giving your thumb a lot of credit. And we've done all that training to learn that the thumb isn't as strong as we thought it was. Remember how we grabbed the wrist and we had you push against the thumb and how easy it was to break that grip? So imagine how easy it is to break the grip. If I hold my staff like this, and then I hit something really hard. That's how that usually goes. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So it slips right on out. And the staff does that weird bounce. So imagine if you try to hit something really hard and then your hand slips. And now your staff bounces back and hits you in the face. Right? So when you do it, it has all that extra wobble. You want to stabilize that, right? You keep your wrist, you keep your palm heel there. It's in that little lumps. But the staff goes in there. And then you keep the finger for extra stabilization. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give it a try. Let's try it in little lumps. Muscle lumps. Push it. Like you're a little bit more calm. So this one comes in. Now push it out. See how your feet get there. Think block. That one hasn't been painted yet. Okay. Think block. And then bring it up to your shoulder. Block, bring it up to your shoulder, really close to your face. Strike straight from there. So, clock. We're about to get started on basic training.
Bow to senior instructor.
Bow to apprentice instructor, advanced